to another installment of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. What up, Kev? How you feeling, man?
All right.
So I see you jumped onto the Kevin Hart bandwagon as well.
Hey, this is the summer of Kevin Hart. You know, I'm just being influenced by his heartbeat.
Okay. With that said, we will get into our show. Thank you for joining us once again. Today we are reviewing the film Transformers: Age of Extinction. This film is rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 45 minutes. And yes, I did say 2 hours and 45 minutes.
And I feel like I'm still watching that movie.
You just might be, Kev. So in this fourth installment of Transformers, we find a small-time inventor and his daughter make a discovery that brings them a great deal of unwanted attention.
All right, this movie was directed by Michael Bay, the great and powerful. Okay, he's the one who brought us
start raining.
Transformers 1 and 2 and 3. He also brought us The Rock, and he brought us Bad Boys 1 and 2. This movie stars Mark Wahlberg taking the place of Shia LaBeouf, Nicole Peltz, Stanley Tucci. Kelsey Grammer has a very welcome role in this film as well. Titus Welliver, who plays a bad guy like very few guys are capable of playing them. John Goodman voices a character, as well as Ken Watanabe voices a character. What do you say we take a look at the trailer?
Let's do it.
Bring it up! All the way! You guys have never seen a truck like this before?
Dad, you can't keep spending money on junk.
I don't think it's a truck at all. I think we just found a transformer.
I'm gonna ask you this once. Where is Optimus Prime?
After all we have done, humans are hunting us. But I fear we are all targets now.
What is that?
Who sent you here? We need a new army.
Call me crazy, I don't know, but I really feel like this was Michael Bay's most entertaining Transformers film to date. That might be damning it with faint praise, but I truly believe that.
From you, Kev, I'll take it.
The casting is solid, beginning with Marky Mark and Kelsey Grammer. You've got John Goodman, providing his voice. Everybody does an outstanding job in this film.
No, absolutely. Great cast through and through. I don't know if Mark Wahlberg would appreciate you calling him Marky Mark.
I ain't scared. Come find me.
He kind of shows up L.A. Swole in this movie, y'all, so I don't know about that, but I got you back here.
I know you do.
We have to go there. But great cast. Mark Wahlberg did his thing. Definitely it was just cool seeing him as the leading action star. He held his own. We got Nicole Peltz in this film.
Right.
You may know her work from A&E's Bates Motel. Very attractive chick, cute young lady. Now, Michael Bay did a ton of shots of her, like focusing on, she's wearing Daisy Dukes for the most part the whole movie, I think. And don't get me wrong, I can appreciate a nice pair of Daisy Dukes like the next man, but you got to have some Duke in there to appreciate it.
You gotta have Duke to go with the Daisy, otherwise they just daisies.
Right, yeah. Exactly. So that didn't quite work for me, but that's not her fault. That's kind of on Michael Bay. You're just trying to emphasize that she's a sex symbol. I don't know if I could go all the way with that, but yes,
Right.
A very attractive young lady, just no booty. But that's neither here nor there. Kelsey Grammer, A1 first class. He's doing his thing, so loved it.
Right. Much of the silliness the prior installments has been removed from this one. Much, not all, but much of the silliness has been removed. You don't have testicles, big gigantic wrecking balls hanging from any of the Decepticons, which, let's face it, are about as useful as nipples on a bat suit. But luckily Michael Bay has been able to move away from some of that silliness.
Well, I don't know if he's totally moved away, but yes, he has made an improvement. But there's still work to do, Kev, because I still have a problem with some of these stereotypical characters that he likes to pull out of his hat. So, if you remember from the second installment, y'all, we had these ghetto bots that was fighting and bickering and acting ignorant the whole doggone movie. Well, they're not here, thank God. In the back of my mind, I was praying, Lord, please don't let these ghetto bots show back up. And they
Step
did.
it and fetch it.
Right, yeah. Hey, man, give me $1, man. They're not there, but, they've been replaced by this black slave bot. Yeah. Y'all, I can't make this up. Kev saw the movie too. He can vouch for this. You go see it for yourself and you tell me what you see. But there's a black slave bot in the movie. He's in chains. He's caged up. He's got one leg like Kunta. He's the voice of this old black dude. That's the voice of the Transformer, and he's working for free. Now, if that ain't an old black slave bot, I don't know what is.
Alex Haley is rolling over in his grave right now.
I would be too, man, because it's disgraceful. Hollywood is obsessed with slavery, and I don't know what's going on with that, but it has to stop.
You just can't get away from that 12 years a slave thing, can you?
Hey, put me on the poster running, because I'm trying to run from this Hollywood plantation. All of these movies that's got these little. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. But
every time they think you're out, they just pull you right back in.
They just pull you right back in there. But please, Hollywood, can we get a break from the slaves?
I can honestly say, though, Ant, that the Transformers have far more personality in this installment than they have in any of the other installments of this series. Mm-hmm. They actually emote. You can see what's going on. They act and they look much more fluid than they ever had before. Oh, yeah. And the humans versus Transformers element is a lot more dynamic in this one because there's a lot of mistrust between the two factions.
Yeah.
All right. So they're at each other's throats, and then when you add the true villains into the mix, it adds for it gives you a much
great
more
mix.
Interesting mixture.
Oh, absolutely. I loved it. Great dynamic there, and it was cool seeing that. Traditionally, you got the Autobots and the humans, and they're just
singing cool.
Right, yeah, it's all love, but that is not the case in this one, and it was just great to see. So we got a nice twist there. Mm-hmm. And call me crazy, because I am crazy, but it was extremely entertaining for me to see Transformers Autobots that cursing folks out. And I ain't making that up either. Now, as entertaining as it was, it was also surprising with the PG-13 rating. So parents, be forewarned. There is an F-bomb that gets dropped in this movie. Right. You got Autobots calling folks bees and this, that, and the other. So just be aware.
Punkays.
A-holes.
All kinds of stuff. This movie plays pretty fast and loose with the MPAA rating system. Right. So they were able to do just enough to avoid an R rating. But there will be times when you want to put your hands over little Timmy's ears so as not to have him get too
but you don't have Transformers smashing or nothing like that, so you won't have to cover his eyes too.
No,
definitely it's not that bad.
Yes, there's no nudity to be had.
Just some Daisy Dukes.
Just some Daisy Dukes or some daisies, as we deemed them earlier. I can say this, that the audience that I saw this movie with was really into the film. There was a lot of clapping, a lot of cheering, a lot of that type of thing. I didn't clap. I giggled, once or twice.
Y'all, please note he did giggle. Yeah.
Yeah, I am capable of that type of emotion.
I guess I'll take that too,
At 2 hours and 45 minutes, though, this film is too damn long. Michael Bay never shot a ream of footage that he didn't just completely fall in love with so much that he just couldn't cut it. Okay? All of his movies are just super long.
Well, he had to get in all of the
extremely
product placement
bloated
in all of these commercials, So there's a lot of product placement in the movie. So that was probably about 30 minutes right there. Huh?
Yes. This movie, Universal obviously had a lot of bills to pay. But fortunately for us, Every dime is up there on the screen. We see it, and they do a really good job with it. This is probably the best work that Industrial Light and Magic has done from a special effects standpoint in a very long time. They are to be commended. Great job. What do you say we put some points on this, Ant?
Let's do it. Hey y'all, for me, straight up, I thoroughly enjoyed this film. Michael Bay, I think, is a very talented director. It was off the chain. Kev's points, the special effects, top notch. If I had any gripes to say, yes, it is absolutely too long. So I did have a problem with that, and I did have a problem, as I said, about the slave bot. Hollywood, please stop. Outside of that, very entertaining. I highly recommend that you check it out. I give this film an 8 out of 10.
Okay, good. I felt like the film is technically impressive. It really is. But it is narratively incomprehensible at times. But let's face it, that's not really the reason why you go see Transformers, is for a story. You go there to see stuff get blown the you-know-what up, okay?
And Kev, you love those explosions, right?
They were pretty. They were pretty.
Just let the hate rain. It's raining hate,
No, I don't hate this movie, but I will say this. If you are not a Michael Bay fan, okay, and you avoid his films like The Plague, no, I don't hate Michael Bay. If you avoid his films like The Plague, Transformers Age of Extinction will give you no reason to basically switch directions on that. You will continue to feel the same way about Michael Bay that you always did. However, if there is some little kid in you and you like Transformers as a kid growing up, you will have fun with this as well. Especially when you see the Dinobots. I had a big grin on my face when I saw the Dinobots show up.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you have it, y'all. Well, Cam, what'd you rate this film?
I would give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. I know Ant thinks I'm being hard on the movie, but I do feel like it was a lot of fun. But at the same time, I gotta understand that there's a very specific audience that this film is aiming towards, and not everybody's gonna get it.
All right, y'all. There you have it. 6.5, 8. I think all in all, you can take out of this that this might be one you want to check out. So that is our show for you today. Please be sure to like us on Facebook. You can find us at The Movie Brothers.
Or follow us on Twitter at The Movie Brothers.
Yep. Or also subscribe to this channel. So that is our show. Thank you for tuning in once again. We are The Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. And this is a place where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.